Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is Simon Barry and you are all of you. Hello. So welcome to Simon Barry's vlog. I am a business coach. I am a serial tech entrepreneur. I also mentor and help people and businesses do better and improve. So today, what am I going to talk about? I'm not going to talk about my hat. You can ask me about the hat in the comments. But I'm going to talk about connections. And I want to pick up on something that Steve Jobs said. Now, when he went through his life, I remember reading in his autobiography, he was talking about at one stage he was bumbling around school and he learned penmanship and he learned all about typefacing and calligraphy, stuff like that. Now, at the time, he thought, this is a bit of fun. This is quite a good thing to do. And he didn't think anything of it. He didn't think in his tech career this would have any relevance at all. But then he got to creating things like the typefaces on the Mac, and that became very important. And his experience in the shape and form and design of things actually helped inform a lot of his decision-making processes and actually make what the Mac is today in terms of creativity for artistic individuals. Now that's quite interesting. So often, pardon me, when we go through these processes, we don't understand why we do things. We go through and we learn things. And when we go through life, I think we often think we need a path, or we need a trajectory, we need to deliberately pick things. But I would argue against that. I would say they're often haphazard way that opportunity crops up and spontaneity happens can often make for more enriching, more diverse, more interesting career, but also give you a lot of background in making great decisions. So some of the greatest business minds have done completely different degrees, have done completely different education, have been able to see things from a completely different I'm not well. Be able to see things from a completely different perspective. So some of the greatest business minds, thinkers, some of the greatest entrepreneurs who have maybe not come from a traditional business background have been able to twist things and see things from a very, very different perspective. And I think this is crucial. So when you're thinking about where you want to be and what career you want to be, I've covered this in a previous video. Don't beat yourself up about that. Let's see where it goes, right? See what opportunity takes you. But also, the things you pick up that you think may not be relevant actually might turn out to be hugely relevant. The things you may think that are unimportant might actually have relevance in the future, because it's not until we get to the end of a process or we've learned something and that many years later we can pick up on it that we can reference back. And that rich tapestry of life that we go through actually enriches who we are, rather than wastes our time in terms of going off and thinking, why did I do that art? Why did I learn crochet sewing? Or why did I learn pottery or mechanics? It all has relevance in terms of what we do, and it often has relevance in the most unusual and exciting ways. So I can reference a lot of what I do in business down to things I've done in gardening. The way I can nurture and help things grow and make sure that there's no weeds and things are prepared properly and things grow properly, and you actually develop things. And again, I can relate a lot of that to how I develop people. Not every person can be treated the same way. If you're a leader and you kind of template your leadership approach to every single person, you can't do that, because what may motivate you does not motivate me. What may make me work harder does not make you work harder. So in the same way that every plant is different, every person is different. So you can take lessons from every little aspect of life and often apply them to completely different things. So I don't think we have to be pure or driven from that perspective to say, look, I want to be an entrepreneur, I want to have a startup, so I'm just going to devour startup books, and I'm going to watch startup videos, and I'm going to only consume information that's to do with my area. I think you're limiting yourself. Seriously. What I think you should do is expand and learn. Because when we look at the world, there's not just one way of doing things, there's a million. There's not just one place to make a profit, there's a million. And we often make things harder for ourselves by trying to learn and copy other people's approaches, and that's not the way to do it. So what's unique about your DNA and your interests and your tapestry means that when you are doing a business, whether it is you're working for someone else or not, your unique, brilliant approach based on your past of stuff you may not think is relevant, you can actually bring that forward and use that to do something pretty damn awesome and no one else could do. So if you ever think you're not awesome, you are. You're watching this vlog anyway, so you must be pretty awesome anyway. And if you ever think you're doing something that isn't relevant, I would disagree. As long as you're not wasting your time, you're not unhappy, it fulfills you in a way that's awesome. A lot of people play music. I love to dance. I love to sing. I can't do either well in any way, shape or form, but it puts a smile on my face. Whether it has any relevance to my future business, I don't know. But when I was quite young at school, I used to make up musical compositions in my head. I cannot write music or play music. Will that kind of structure that I formed in my head have any relevance in the future? Who knows? Who knows? With that, get myself thinking a different way or affect how I am as a leader or a business person. It may have affected that already. It may have made a massive positive difference and allow me to differentiate myself positively from other people. So I think take things for what they are. Be bold, be creative, be different. And that just makes you you. So that's my message for today. My name is Simon Barry. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thank you very much. Also, if you could hit that bell, join my notification squad. I would love you forever. If you have any questions, any comments, my details are at the end of the video. But also, hit me up in the comments. Until the next vlog, I should love you and leave you. Take care.